All right, I really need you to pay attention. This is really cool. So, when Jesus said in Luke 24:44 that the scriptures are all about him, he definitely wasn't joking. Check this out. So, if we go to Exodus 11, verse 1, when Moses is telling the Pharaoh that the Lord is going to bring a final plague, and that plague is going to wipe out all the firstborn. And this is going to happen around midnight. Now remember, this is right after the plague, the ninth plague, where there's darkness. This is all going to tie in here in a second. And the Lord is using this to separate the Jews, the Lord's people, from the Egyptians, the people who are against Yahweh. So God was using this to destroy the lineage of evil, the lineage of sin, the lineage of evil against his people. And with that warning, the Pharaoh still did not release the Israelites, which is what Moses and Aaron wanted him to do. Then we go to chapter 12 of Exodus, and the Lord is telling Moses and Aaron what he's going to do, that he, on this Passover day, on verse 12, he says, I will pass through the land of Egypt in that time, same night, and I will attack all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both of humans and of animals. And all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am the Lord. And then what does God say right here? The blood will be a sign for you in the houses where you are, so that where I see the blood, I will pass over you. And this plague will not fall and destroy you when I attack the land of Egypt. We're going to get to that real soon here. Now let's go back over that warning that Moses has when Exodus 12:23, whenever it says, for the Lord will pass through to strike Egypt, and when he sees the blood on top of the door frame and the two side posts, then the Lord will pass over the door, and he will not permit the destroyer to enter your house to strike you. Now multiple translations call it the destroyer. The NLT calls it the death angel. And then we see the culmination of this back at Exodus 12:29. It says, it happened at midnight, the Lord attacked all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn to the Pharaoh who sat on the throne of the firstborn, and the captive who was in prison, all the firstborn of the cattle. Pharaoh got up, and at night, all along the surface, all of Egypt, there was a great cry in Egypt, for there was no house in which someone was dead. Now, what does all this got to do with Jesus and the blood spilled on the cross? Look at it like this. The Lord, he did not check who was inside the house. If they were worthy or not, didn't matter. He just checked for the blood. Because the reality is, none of us are worthy. Only the blood of Jesus can cover us. None of us are worthy. Doesn't matter what you look like, what your race, what your gender. Doesn't matter. None of us are worthy. We're all sinners and we all fall short. But when the destroyer was sent by God, he was checking, or it, whatever, was checking to see if the house was covered with the blood. So thousands of years ago, all this, not only did it actually happen, but it also parallels and covers with symbolically what Jesus Christ's blood does. That's the power of God. That's the power of our risen God. And another cool thing, another symbolism that goes with reality, they use lamb's blood. And everything went dark at this time too. Just like how it's described in the Gospels whenever Jesus gave his life. So you got the lamb blood, you have the blood is the only thing that can protect you from the wrath of God, it going dark. Not only did all this historically happen, it did historically happen, but it also fits in symbolically with what Jesus Christ did on the cross 2,000 years ago. The scriptures talk about how Jews and Gentiles and barbarians and all types of people from around the world, when they were coming to Christ, God took them all in underneath the power of the blood. This blood sanctifies us all. This blood protects us all, no matter who you are, no matter what you done. Jesus died and rose again. God bless you. In his mighty name.